There are two common problems when doing funnels. One is freezing on the sticks, and the other is keeping the size and position in wind. Freezing is when you have a weak spot in the funnel, like when it goes nose in here and you stop moving the sticks until the helicopter comes back to a position where you take control again. Once you're in a funnel, the sticks don't move much, so it's very easy for a pilot to have these weaknesses and get away with them for far too long. But we can fix that with a waltz. A waltz starts off as a regular funnel, but at the first quarter point it drops into a smaller one. After one rotation it's back out to the second quarter of the large funnel. You then do another 3 of the smaller funnels at each of the remaining quarter points. This forces you to constantly change the angles and collective to keep the helicopter at a consistent height and speed while maintaining the shape. You can do the same with hurricanes by turning them into a backwards waltz. The outer funnel should form a perfect circle, so as you hit the quarter marks, the helicopter should already be turned up a little steeper so you don't balloon. Then on the exit of the small funnels, you already want to be laying it flatter so you don't fall into the circle as you increase the arc. And if you do them backwards, you should do them forwards as well. For competitions, the smaller funnel should be less than half the larger one, so they should never cross over the center spot. Funnels will always look better to the crowd because you can get them faster and lower, but the waltz is a nice technical move that makes you better at funnels, so give them a go. The last standard orientation is nose down. These ones aren't seen as often, but that gives them an unusual look. A good exercise at the field is to do each smaller funnel with a different orientation. For example, the first inner funnel is backwards, then the next is tail down, and so on. It's a quicker maneuver to throw in than doing 4 full variations. Taildragger is where the tail falls behind at 45 degrees. For me, this was probably the hardest version to get right, but if you aren't struggling, you aren't learning. Let me know below if you found this variation any more difficult than the others. In this Piro waltz, we're pirouetting into the funnels, so the leading edge of the helicopter is rotating down into the funnel. That's how I refer to them anyway. Pirouetting out isn't as common, but there are a few pilots who find this one easier. Not that either version is easy, but if you're doing these, you're well ahead of the game. Let me know below if Piro-in and Piro-out makes sense or not, and how you prefer to describe them. The Piro-waltz reversal is one of the highest K-factor maneuvers in F3N. You enter with a large quarter funnel containing 1 Piro, and then the smaller funnels each contain single Piros in the opposite direction. Although it looks tricky, you can get decent points for this one, as it's one of the slower, more controlled moves. In conclusion, the waltz is a great way to practice funnels by forcing you to fly the helicopter. Being able to tighten the funnel up and release it will help you when fighting the wind, and you'll have the ability to make the funnel smaller or larger and maintain the shape. It's a simple variation and it works remarkably well. Let me know how you get on with him. Until next time.